Tonight at Cagematch, your champions Heather and Miles take on Jackets. Are you ready? Tonight at the Cagematch, your champions Heather and Miles with a record of 42 wins in a row go for their 43rd win. But tonight they face a challenger that has been changing ongoing. It started out as Kimberly and Quinn, now it became Quinn, Gelman, and Paley, then Quinn, Gelman, and Sheer, and now Jackets. Now let's go to the audience to see who their favorite is tonight.
I think this might be the night. I can feel it in the air.
It's a tough call. Oof. I gotta go Heather and Miles. Heather and Miles is so good.
So I think it's gonna go to Heather and Miles because a lot of people want to see Heather and Miles beat the record.
And I'm taking a class with Miles, so I'm hoping he's good.
It's Heather and Miles' time to give up. Give it to someone better. And you know who's better? Quinn, Gelman, and Pally. New York!
42 weeks of wins.
Quinn, Gelman, and Pally.
They're all superstars.
They were thrown together at the last minute. Improvisers take weeks to get a level of gel.
Why do you say the challengers tonight?
I saw Gelman jogging on the street today. He looked really handsome, was wearing a tank top and was running with weights. If you're running with weights, how can you lose? It could be an upset.
Put that in your Re-Dux, baby!
In tonight's Cagematch, your challengers Jackets will be going first, followed by your champions Heather and Miles. Now let's see some show highlights and see who won the show tonight.
Brad,
Hey.
so sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Missed some prime Rex time. About to move on to the Ceratops. Try that is. No worries, Jeff.
I got some worries, man.
You got some worries?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, why?
I don't want to. I mean, you don't answer my calls, you don't answer my emails. I killed your wife, bro. You're supposed to pay me $5,000.
We had we had like a lipstick fight. And fucking Carl has this new, he got a gimmick spray, it's sex spray. Smells like sex. Silly. Oh, happy anniversary. What?
I called your office this morning. The building burned down a month ago.
Hey, sorry. No.
Put that sandwich down!
Don't do that. I want to hear this story. I want to hear this story.
Take your messenger bag off. There you go.
We all have stories, don't we? How we got from here to there, all the bumps along the way.
Whoa, why did this have to happen?
Let me put on my other shoe.
That's ridiculous.
There's 4 taps
You
on
got,
each shoe.
yeah, you got 2 big milk crates. Stop that!
Oh my God, they're all dead! They're all dead! The bats killed them all! The fucking bats killed them all! Oh my God!
Wait a second. I thought the bats were, like baseball bats. They're bat bats?
Yeah, they're bat bats!
Oh!
Big bats!
There is a batting room! There's a batting room! They're killing everyone!
Are they bats that are killing, or are they like bats that are killing?
We're just kidding.
All right, 420, take the field. Ball.
And returning on the 28th of November, and still champions. That's 43 wins for your champions, Heather and Miles. How do they do it? Let's get some improv analysis from the Tim Russert of Improv, Jonny Svarzbein, in the Improv locker room.
Thanks, Harrison. What we had here was a classic tale of two jackets versus two people. We had our challengers Jackets up against Heather and Miles, and we had Jackets coming up first, and they got the suggestion of Pterodactylus used in the mono scene, where an assassin and his client were arguing in a dinosaur exhibit at the Natural History Museum. Then we saw Dr. Lawrence Klein, an archaeologist who considers dinosaur bones as currency. We had a spelunking debate. We saw everyone interrupting Dr. Klein's death story about how he accidentally killed his wife. Then we saw Dr. Klein's wife's return from the grave and their reconciliation. We had a batting murder room denial, and they ended it all with a Droid versus iPhone discussion. It was a great set of challenges. Then we had our champions Heather and Miles coming up second, and they got suggestion of tap dance, which was used in the first scene, which was tap dance audition with giant shoes that never got started. Then we saw a cheating husband who keeps coming up with excuses into a softball game against the rival Firehouse. We saw a burnout geneticist building a beer car, and then into a Harriet Tubman clone driving the Ada's getaway car. And then we saw a softball game callback with a slow motion dog running, and we ended it all with a good old fashioned lipstick fight. What happened in the end? Heather and Miles remain your champions, and you can see them in 2 weeks at the exhibition cage match as your cage match champions. We used to be like Cage Match. I'm Jonny Svarzbein, reminding you that anything can happen in a cage match.
Thanks, Jonny. Now next week there'll be a special Thanksgiving exhibition cage match. We have the Tanners from Full House versus the Winslow from Family Matters. That's going to be a match you're going to want to see. It's going to be really fun and goofy. But the following week on November 28th, Heather and Miles will return to see if they can tie the ultimate cage match record of 44 wins as they face the Swarm. Now this is a match you're going to want to see, so be sure you get your reservations. Reservations will go up Friday, November 23rd at noon. It's going to be a match you're going to want to see. And until next week, keep on rocking.
I'm very emotional right now. I'm super emotional right now.